Hello, everyone, and welcome to the electronic scoreboard for Baseball Classics. This is a game that I haven't played in a few years, but I wanted to replay the 1991 World Series when I saw that they have updated the standard version of the cards to include rolls 4 through 24 using 4D6 now. So that's what I'm going to do. I've already played the first 4 games, and the series is now tied at 2-2. The Braves won the first 2, and Minnesota won the second 2 games. So today is Tom Glavine, who's 1-0 in the series, facing Kevin Tapani, who is 0-1 in the series. And I will play this first inning. Oh, by the way, I had to restart the game. I did put out a video ever so briefly for a few minutes that included the first inning, but I closed my browser window inadvertently and lost the game. So I'm starting over, and this is the first inning of play, and I will use the real-time pitching mode, which is the pitch-by-pitch mode. The second column is your standard results column, and the cards now feature plenty of stats and sabermetrics for both the batter and the pitcher. And of course, the position players are rated for their position and the batting quality, left-handedness, left or right, bunt rating, and their running rating, steal, and their run rating for advancing on base hits. Each card now features a lineup advisor to kind of give the gamer an idea of where the person should bat and whether they should start or not. So I'll play the first inning with the real-time pitching, i.e. pitch-by-pitch mode. So we have our 4D6, and then the 50-50 die is represented by the arrow here on the electronic scoreboard. So this is from the pitcher's card, and we have a roll of 16. So we'll look in the real-time pitching. That's a strike. So it's 0-1 on Dan Gladden, the leadoff batter for the Twins. And we have a 10, 16, 18, and that's a ball. And now we have an 11 off the batter's card, and that's a foul ball. A 1 and 2. 11 and 5 is 16. So this is now a ball in play. So we'll roll again and read from the result column. 8 and 6 is 14, and that's a ground out. Now, I like to use the advanced fielding, individual fielding option that comes with the game. And to do that, I've created a shortcut up here, and that is created by first you would look up where the ball is hit. And you do not have to do a re-roll to find out where the ball's hit for infield plays or outfield plays, which includes singles, doubles, triples, and home runs. You can tell where it was hit. You do not need to do a re-roll, and you use the blue die, which is a 5, and then this is a ground out. So we'll be looking at the infield plays section of the chart, and it's a 5, and we're using the batter dice we're using here, and the batter is a right-handed batter, so it's to first base. So then you would look over here using the green and white die, which are totaling 6, and to see if there's a potential tough play, because this is how errors are generated. The player has a tough play, and he either makes the play or he has an error. But what I have done is, since this indicates whether there's an error or not, I have simply taken this part of the chart and placed it up here and automated the white and green die to show me whether there's even a possibility of an error. So I can quickly glance up here and see if there's even a chance of an error. Otherwise, I'm not even going to reference these charts unless there's a possibility of an error, which is what this tells me. So that allows me to go quicker. So this is a ground out with no chance of an error. And the second batter is Chuck Knobloch, and this is an 11, and that's a ball in play. And we're going to the pitcher's card with an 11 plus 5, 16, and that is a base hit single for Chuck Knobloch. Now, Chuck Knobloch's stealing rating is yellow. Now, this is where the play action simulator card would come into play. You use it between each batter, and it will, you use the steal rating of the lead runner, and then you use the dice roll, and whether it's batter or pitcher, and this will bring in rare plays like pick-off attempts, arguments with the umpire, rainouts, hit by pitch, catcher interference, and things like that, pass ball, wild pitches. So you would do a separate roll for that, and this is how the play action simulator would work. In the interest of time, I will bypass that for this video. So the next batter is Kirby Puckett, and we have a 12, and that's a ball in play. We have an 8, 12, 14, and that's a strikeout. Now, when you're using the real-time pitching mode, strikeouts and walks become just strikes and balls. So that's a strike, and we go back to the real-time pitching mode. And we have a 12, and that's a ball in play. We have a 12, 16, 19, and that's a strikeout, which is a strike since we're playing real-time pitching mode. So we go back to the real-time pitching column, and we have a 12, and that's a strike, and that's a backward K. Caught him looking at a third strike, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs brings up Chili Davis. We have 12, 14, ball in play. We have a 20, and that's a walk, so that's just a ball since we're playing real-time pitching mode. 9, ball in play. And we have a 9, and that's a line out with no chance of an error, so I have no reason to check the charts, and that's a line out. And if you wanted to see where the ball was hit, you would check the infield plays on the line out, pop outs, ground outs. Now for the bottom half of the inning, I'll go by just using the standard result. So we have Lonnie Smith facing Kevin Tapani. We have a 7-10, straight to the results, a line out, no chance of an error. So that is a line out. And it brings up Jeff Treadway. He hit 320 that year. He was a little below average on the ISO, 10-17. And that is, oh, what am I looking at? 7-12. That is a 12. And that is a base hit single. His steal rating is blue. He only stole 2 bases. So I will not think about sending him. Now, in all results that are a single, you advance the runner 1 base, doubles 2. Double with an asterisk is a ground rule double. Ground out with an asterisk is runners advance, otherwise they do not. You can advance runners an extra base if you want to take the chance. It's a manager decision. You would then use the base running chart here based on the runner's speed rating, and the 2 outs is already built into it. Some of the results are safe on 2 outs, and some are not. So that's already built into the base running advancement chart. So Terry Pendleton's up, 1 out, 1 on. We have a 17, and that's a line out. If it's hit to the pitcher, we have a chance for an error, so we need to check this. And it's a roll blue die of 5, and it's infield chart. But there's, let's see, pitcher die. If he's a righty, there'd be a chance that the pitcher made an error, but he's batting left against this right-handed pitcher. So it's hit to the first baseman, so no chance of an error, and it's a line out. 2 outs in the inning. David Justice is up with a 16, and that's a ground out. Runners would advance, but it's the 3rd out. No chance of an error, so that is a ground out. So that's 1 inning of play in the books. The first inning was played with real-time pitching, and the second inning was played with just using the straight results. I did not use the play action simulator chart, which could be used. That's the legend for it. This is how you determine where the balls hit on infield groundouts, lineouts, pop-outs. Outfield plays include your flyouts, singles, doubles, triples, and you can tell where home runs were hit. Again, you would reference here to determine using the individual fielding, advanced individual fielding feature, which is what I do. And I've basically just created a little quick reference guide to tell if I should even check for these things. That allows me to progress through the game much quicker. The only other charts in the game are the bunting and stealing charts, and here's the legend, and the base running and injury charts, and the legend here for that. That's the only charts for the game. So the first inning is in the books, and let's see if I can get another inning in. Well, actually, no. I'll continue the game, and I'll try to make a video for the ending of the game. And I'll go ahead and finish this one here. Thanks for watching.